just want to let you know that you shouldn't let someone's opinion about you define you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I just want to share this video to encourage you in life and to let you know that you shouldn't let people's opinion about you define you in life. You shouldn't let what people say about you to discourage you or to determine what you will be or how you will end up in life. And I'm going to back it up with a true life story on someone you may know or someone you really know but do not know about how he started to become who or what he is today. But before then, please have you been told before that you are not worthy to do whatever thing you love doing, or that you are not qualified to get to where you're aspiring to be in life, or you are not good enough in whatever thing you find interested in doing? Is it a career? Whatever it is, do not let people's opinion define you. If you believe in yourself, let no one's opinion define you or determine or decide where or how you will get to where you'll be in life. I am going to share a true life story of someone you know who is famous in the world today, but you may not have known how he got to where he is today. But before then, I want you to subscribe to this channel. If you haven't yet subscribed, subscribe to support me, and also remember to click on the bell icon so that once my videos are uploaded, you will get notifications. I appreciate you for doing this, and thank you for those of you that have subscribed and keep coming back to watch my videos. Thank you so much. So today I'm going to tell you about the life story of a famous Liverpool footballer who was once a wheelbarrow pusher back then in Africa, who never had enough foods to eat, so that his parents had to take him to live with an uncle who later started feeding him, who was never opportune to be in school in his life, who couldn't even afford good football boots to play football, that they almost rejected him when he went for a trial, who couldn't even afford good kits, jersey and shorts or t-shirts for football. I hope listening to what I've got for you today will change your opinion about yourself. If you believe in yourself, let's move on. So guys, today I bring to you the life story of Sadio Mane. Sadio Mane was born in Africa, Senegal, in a rural community. And his parents had so many children that they were so poor that they couldn't even feed these children. As a result of this, his parents decided to send him to live with his uncle, because they couldn't feed all of them, not to talk of sending them to school. So Mane was opportune, if you ask me, to live with his uncle. But getting to his uncle's home, life wasn't really all that he expected, because even living with his uncle, he still did not go to school, but he was being fed by his uncle. And he couldn't even afford money to buy some of his little needs. So while every child was in school studying, Mane and other street kids were busy playing football in the streets of his community in Senegal. And this was how he continued living his life, and such that he became popular as a street footballer because he played so well then. And before then, he also made it known to us that while he was growing up as a kid, right from the time he was 2 years old, that he used to dream of him playing in a very big football club, and the dream continued. Mane never had the opportunity to watch football matches on television like other kids, but one day, I don't know what and how it happened, he got the opportunity to watch a football match in a television. And since then, his dream became bigger. And that was what really pushed him to work harder to get to where he is today. Mane went back home and was still playing good after watching that football match in Italy. And by the time he got to his teen, he decided to take up wheelbarrow pushing as one of as a career to make little money for his niece, some of his little niece. If you don't know, in Africa, even up till this time, wheelbarrow pushing is one of the major means, it's one of the means, not major, sorry, it's one of the means of transportation in Africa. And how is it done? For example, if you go to the market, like market women, after buying their goods, most of them usually use wheelbarrow pushers to transport their goods back home or back to their shops. It could be because of bad roads where vehicles could not pass, or maybe because it's cheaper, I don't know. So that was what Mane was doing. He was busy pushing wheelbarrow and was making little money to solve his little needs. But that money wasn't still good enough to send him to school. So he continued playing in the street until one day he decided to approach his uncle, whom he pleaded to send him to a nearby city to play football. But the uncle never listened to him or even gave him the chance, nor considered what he was saying. So poor boy, he couldn't do otherwise rather than to continue playing in the streets, and he was famous in the whole community because he, even then and up till this moment, he plays so well. So he continued that way, and he never gave up in trying to plead his uncle or to convince his uncle, and he went back many occasions to try to see if he could convince his uncle to send him to a nearby city, because his city is very small and is a rural community where he may not have the opportunity to get to where he is today, if not for moving to that city. So Mane decided to meet his uncle again, and after many trials, he was able to convince his uncle, who decided to send him to this city, a nearby community, a very small city. But his uncle wasn't able to raise enough money for him. So the community members also supported him by raising money for him. With the little one he was able to make from the wheelbarrow pushing to the one that his uncle was able to raise for him, he added all of them up and embarked on this journey. And on getting to this city, Mane didn't know anyone in the city, but fortunately for him, one of the community members recommended him to some families, or a family that they know in that city. And the family never wanted Mane, they never wanted to accept him to live with them. And after pleading with them, they decided to allow him at least have a place to put his head at night. And that was how Mane started playing again in this small city. He started making friends with other street footballers, making inquiries where they have football academies, where they have football clubs, where they have this, where they have that, to see if he could succeed in life. So one day, Mane heard that a particular group of people were organizing a kind of test for kids to know the ones that are good in football, so that they will assign them to a football academy or to a football club. So Mane decided to join other kids that day to try his luck. And when he got there, he joined the queue. And while it was time for other kids to be allowed to go into the pitch, they were all allowed. But when it got to Mane's turn, the man in charge asked him, "What are you doing here?" The man said, I came to be tested like every other kid here. And the man said, really? And you don't even have good boots to play football. You don't even have, you're not even well dressed. So Mane now in a low voice told him, but these things are the best of all that I have. And the man considered the poor boy and gave him the chance to go into the pitch to play like every other child. And on getting to the pitch, Mane did so well for himself that he got the attention of everyone there that day. And immediately the man decided to assign him to his football club. And that was how Mane started playing in a club. And he was still doing well for himself. And an opportunity came for him to represent his country in France. And Mane traveled to France for the first time in his life. And his parents didn't know that he was out of the country then. And he was supposed to call his mom, but he didn't have money in his phone to call his mom that day. So the next day, some of his colleagues and friends who came to France with him went to buy cars to put on their phones to communicate to their families. So Mane decided to plead with them to allow him call his mom. So one of them allowed him to use his phone to call his mom through some family members in Senegal. So Mane called his mom and told him that he was in France. But his mom never believed him and told him, what are you talking about? You're in Senegal. Stop that joke. And he tried to convince his mother, but the mother never believed him. She told him to sit down, go away, you are in France, you are in Senegal. Why are you telling me you are in France? So Mane said, you know what, mom? I want you to go and look for a place to watch television so that you will see me while I will be playing today or tomorrow. So that was how Mane's mother was able to succeed in getting a place to watch his son on telly. And he was so thrilled on what he saw. And that was how his career continued growing. And in returning home, he was again opportune some other time to represent his country in the then Olympic game that was held in London, where Mane did so well. In all the goals scored by his country, Mane scored half of the goals. So because of that, he got the attention of so many clubs who now signed him. Today, Mane is playing for Liverpool Football Club UK because he believed in himself, because he kept pushing even when people didn't believe in him, because he did not allow someone's or people's opinion define or decide where he will be in life. The case may be yours if you believe in yourself. If you keep struggling, if you keep believing that you can make it in life or you can get to any destination that you aspire to be in life, that can be your case. So do not give up on that thing you believe you can. It could be anything, career, academics, whatever thing, healing, health, whatever thing you believe would be possible in your life, keep believing, and it's going to be so just like Mane. I hope today's story has inspired you. I appreciate you for watching this video. I also plead with you to subscribe if you're yet to subscribe and click on the bell icon for notifications. Please leave a comment so that I will know your opinion about this video. I appreciate you once again, especially those of you that have subscribed to this channel and keep coming back to watch my videos. I say thank you once again. And with this, I draw the curtain in today's video. And from me, Oren Gabriela, bye-bye. Thank you.